Hello and welcome. If you're looking for the right dog trainer for you and your best friend right here in Shelby Township, you've come to the right place.
We're going to cover what you need to know to make your day-to-day life with your dog so much more enjoyable. Think about things like calm walks in Riverbend's park, or just being able to say hi to your neighbors without a whole lot of fuss.
So here's a quick look at what we'll be covering. We'll start with what life is like for a dog around here, look at different training methods, figure out how to evaluate trainers, talk about costs, and then finish up with some local rules and resources. First things first, let's really talk about what specific behaviors are going to help your dog just fit in and thrive in our community.
You know, a good local trainer gets our area. They'll help you set goals that actually make sense for your life. So what does success look like to you? Is it your dog staying calm near those busy soccer fields? Or maybe it's just walking politely past other dogs on the sidewalk. These are the kinds of real-world goals we're talking about.
Okay, so you have some goals in mind. Now let's get into the different training philosophies that are out there and the types of programs you can sign up for.
The approach that's most recommended these days is positive reinforcement. And really, all it means is you're rewarding the behavior you want to see. This helps build a really strong bond of trust, and honestly, it makes training feel more like a game for your dog instead of a chore.
So how is this training actually delivered? Well, you've got options. Group classes are great for practicing around other dogs and people, and they're usually a bit easier on the wallet. But then you have private training, which is totally customized for your dog and perfect for working on things that happen in your home, like, say, barking at the doorbell.
And there are a couple of other formats too. Board and train programs are pretty intensive. Your dog stays with a trainer, and that can really speed up the learning process. Then there's day training, which is a nice middle ground. A pro works with your dog during the day, and then they coach you on how to keep that progress going.
Okay, let's move on. You've got an idea of the methods and the formats. So how do you actually check out the trainers themselves?
Now, Michigan doesn't require a state license for dog trainers, so looking for professional certifications is a really good shortcut to see if a trainer is serious about their education and committed to modern, humane training standards.
You might see some of these acronyms on a trainer's website. Things like CPTK or KPA-CTP are common for general skills. Others, like IABC-CBDC or CBCCKA, tell you that the trainer has specialized knowledge for tougher issues like anxiety or aggression. It just shows they've passed a standardized test and met certain criteria.
When you actually talk to a trainer, you want to be ready. Here are 5 really important questions to have in your back pocket for that first consultation. And pay attention to their answers. You're listening for someone who's clear, transparent, and really seems focused on making a plan that fits your dog and your life.
All right, time to talk money. Let's get a realistic idea of the financial side of things and see what you should expect to budget for training services right here in our area. Of course, you'll see a range of prices. It depends on the trainer's experience and the kind of service you're looking for. But we can definitely look at some solid averages to give you a starting point.
So, for 2025, here's a snapshot of typical costs in Shelby Township and Macomb County. As you can see, there's a pretty wide range. A set of group classes might be in that couple $100 ballpark, while something like a multi-week board and train program is a much bigger financial commitment. To wrap things up, let's go over 2 very important pieces of the puzzle: the local rules we all need to follow and some of the best spots around town to practice those new skills you're learning. You know, being a great dog owner in our community also means knowing the local rules. The big ones are pretty straightforward. Dogs need to be on a leash in public, they need to be licensed with the township, and they have to have a current rabies vaccination. And yeah, keep an eye on that nuisance barking. Good training can certainly help with that. Actually putting your training into practice is everything, and we've got some amazing local spots to do it. The dog park at Riverbends is great for working on off-leash skills. You can practice polite walking on the Macomb Orchard Trail. And a place like Stony Creek is just perfect for teaching your dog to stay cool and calm around lots of activity. Picking the right trainer is really just that first step. It's the consistency you build from there that leads to a happier, less stressed life for both of you. A well-trained dog really does make everything easier, from quiet evenings at home to enjoying a gorgeous day out at Stony Creek with your family and friends. Happy training!